What's going on YouTube? It's your boy McLavishh, and we back at it, man. You see the title, we going deep today, man. And once again, I'm here to encourage people, get your minds right. You know what I'm saying? Because this world will eat you up and swallow it if you don't apply certain principles in life, right? Today we're discussing the law of detachment and non-attachment, right? And these things can translate in different areas of your life, right? Especially with non-attachment, right? Let's start with that. Non-attachment is accepting the thing for it is and the time that it is for what it is, right? Let me explain that again. Non-attachment, accepting what it is at the time it is for what it is, right? And let's give an example, right? Let's say you have a friend. You guys have been friends forever, right? But you start to see yourself separate from your friend, right? You guys just aren't clicking the same. Um, they're doing things like that you don't agree with anymore, and you start to feel bad because this is the person you've grown up with your entire life, right? And you don't want to be a bad friend, but non-attachment helps you accept, hey, maybe it is time to move on. And I appreciate the times that I've had with this said person for the time that we had. That time is no longer. And I'm not going to attach myself to the past and stay stuck in the past, hoping to rekindle the type of friendship that we had. Just accept it for what it is and continue with your experience in life, right? Um, let's say, right, and that can relate to relationships as well. A lot of people try to continually work at something that may or may not be dead in a relationship, right? Just it's better for you spiritually to accept it for what it is when it was for what it is now, right? Don't allow that time that you did have to hinder or hold both of you guys' back because you're staying in the past, right? Now, let's talk about the law of detachment and the difference. For me, it is more of a conscious decision to detach yourself, right? Non attachment is the practice of accepting it for what it is when it was and for what it is now, right? The law of detachment is the conscious decision, right? To be able to not let external or internal forces be the driving reason for how or why you do things, right? So let's get into that. I'm gonna give you a personal example for me, right? So I have high standards for myself, but it's not because of what society dictates for me. It's because of what I want internally, spiritually, right? I want to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. And that internal internal goal, right? Isn't just based off of motivation, right? Because a lot of people see goals, right? This materialistic goal. My goal is not materialistic. It's an internal spiritual goal, right? To be better every single day and refine myself and go back and reflect, right? So to be a better version of myself, it's not just a goal I can see at the end of the light, but it's a progressive goal. As I grow, the goal grows, right? And the thing I see with a lot of people is they have these goals and they have this set end goal, right? And they just focus on the end goal, right? So with my goal, it allows me to acknowledge the progress more so than an end goal, right? because me being a better version of myself dives into different lanes, right? And by doing so, I'm attacking different areas at different times. It's not like I'm just focused on one thing at a time, right? Whatever I feel is fit for me at that time to focus on and hone in on, I can work on, right? And that comes with the day to day, right? And it takes mental work to be able to do this. It takes consciousness and awareness to be able to do this, right? Because once you start going down this path, you'll notice a lot of people who work on autopilot mode. They don't work on a they work on a surface level consciousness. The world is what it is. I'm just here. I'm just letting life take me where I want it to take me and not focusing on being a better version of themselves and reflecting and refining themselves after the experiences of the day, right? With the law of detachment, it allows you, right? When you have your goals and your passions, you don't place an emotional value behind these things, right? You don't place an emotional value, so you no longer require motivation to be the driving force, right? Because at some point, the motivation is going to die. So then what do you see? You see people's goals start to fade. Their mind starts trying to bring them back into the comfort zone, right? And that's just not how you want things to be. You don't want a feeling to be the reason why you do what you do. If me being a better version of myself was because of motivation, then I wouldn't allow myself to, my mind would try to bring me back to my comfort zone because my mind doesn't know what a better version of myself is, what my spiritual side does, right? And that's what I want to focus on. So my mind's going to play emotional tricks on me and allow me to, or try to get me to come back to the comfort zone and be comfy and do this and do that. No, my spiritual side is like, we got discipline. We're not going to worry about what my mind may say, right? And here's the thing. Here's an example. So Sadhguru, famous yogi on YouTube, look him up, gave the perspective. Let's say you're driving on a highway and you run into traffic. And the first thing you say is, damn, traffic, right? Now you're upset because the world is centered around you and you're living in that autopilot consciousness and you're like, damn, I just want to get home and get me some food and da 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 da, letting your emotions run everything forward. Now imagine you're in a hot air balloon above the highway and you see the traffic. And you look down and you go, damn, traffic. This is the law of detachment, allowing an external perspective from your own perspective to not be the judging force or just the surface level of what you got going for you, right? And so I'm a little tired, but the driving force behind it is you're not allowing that emotional value to dictate what you want in life, right? You can instantly respond and be like, damn, there's traffic, or you can be like, damn, there's traffic. Why would I feel bad about traffic? And in that moment, it's you choosing how to think instead of letting your thoughts run you. You're choosing what thoughts you want to apply, right? Let the law of detachment be a driving force for you when you're accomplishing your goals and your dreams. You get yourself to a point where you got to do something and you're uncomfortable. Well, just realize, well, if I get comfortable, if I do this, right, and I have to do it over and over again, right, at some point I'm just going to get used to it, right? Those first time jitters or whatever, the it's just your body's response telling you that you're uncomfortable, right? But don't let that feeling be the reason why you stop yourself from reaching the potential that you can in life, right? You have the choice on controlling your mind. You have the choice on controlling your reactions and your thoughts. Don't let it be the reason why it stops you from doing what you want to do. It's your boy McLavishh. Peace, prosperity, and power. Mind, body, and soul. Death before dishonor. Speaking the truth, keeping the faith, and holding that bitch the fuck. And we out this thing. We out this thing. We out this thing.